All right. This is as good as it's going to get. So, long story short is I've had this piano for a while. It just recently got tuned, like today. And the guy said that it's really important to play it to see how everything settles over the next like 30 days or so, which is great because that gives me a defined goal. That gives me an impetus. That gives me a motivation to actually play the piano. So that's what I'm going to do. Um, and I'm going to try to record myself going through it, the process. I'm going to learn as I post it. And I'm going to do 30 days. I'm going to do 30 days, play the piano a little bit here and there, try to go through a tutorial and like learn stuff. But the problem is that a lot of the tutorials and 30-day courses and things I see online don't really gel with me. So I'm going to go through it in the way that I'm going to approach it in the way that makes sense to me. And we're going to go from there. And I'm going to post these, but then at the end of it, I'm going to take all those videos down and then replace them with just like a summary of like the coolest 5 or 10 seconds from each video, because just the thought of having 30 days of minutes and minutes of me doing this is like too much. Kind of the start of a larger process, but I'm hoping to formalize it in later videos. So let's start with the basics. What is this? This is a piano. What does it do? It makes sound. Way better than it made sound yesterday. The guy came and tuned it. It was amazing while he was doing that. Yeah. I know a few things. Sustain pedal, dampen pedal. Don't know any chords. Don't know. I know a lot of the individual letters of keys, but I couldn't tell you which one is which really off the top of my head. I think I used this little guide for C. I think this is C, middle C. Let's different angle. This is the piano. How does this work? Is there like a wizard in here or no? There's a bunch of stuff. The guy said there's like 200. I have a bass guitar over there. That's got 4 strings. This is like 250 or something. A lot of strings. So, like, what are those? These are pins. A pin of some kind. Hold on. 10,000 moving parts.
So there's over 100 in every single individual key, which is incredible. So let's run into the original ivory key now.
Right. So the whole thing, the keys are just a lever, right? And they do something behind this, which I can't see, except I can. Because this just comes off. It's fine, 60-year-old heirloom, it's fine, don't even worry about it. Can you see that? Wow, I mean, just look how beautiful it is. I love it. Let's get in on this. Okay, lever, right? So right there's our pivot right there, and when I press the key, it raises this thing. This thing. I need to know more words.
It's been replaced with a modern day material of movements on the escapement action. As we see the back, see the whip-in raise. We see the jack raises, and
a whip-in and a jack. Okay.
We see the repetition lever move also. So let's see how that works.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on in the middle down there that is not important to know for me right now. But there's a key, there's a pivot, and there's like a pin that goes up. And so when you press down on the key, the pin goes up. So we've transferred the force from one direction to the other. Great. And then from there, it kind of continues to transfer the forces in such a way that ultimately there's a string or a wire. And we want to hit the wire because the wire over here, can you see that? I mean, like dummy 2-second answer, how does the piano make the sound? You hit the key, it hits a hammer, it moves the hammer hits the wire makes the sound. Great. This is a pin, it holds, maybe an action pin, I've heard that word. It holds the wire in place and you can tune from that. The wire has a specific tension, which produces a specific note. And then you hit it. Now there's these little dampeners on the strings that keep them from making sound when they're not being pressed. But part of the lever action is it does two things. It is going to remove the dampener from the wire so that it is allowed to make sound at the same time as the hammer hits it, which is going to actually produce the sound. So you hit the lever down, the pin goes up, other stuff happens here in the middle, and a hammer goes towards the wire and hits it, and a dampener goes away from it so that it is allowed to make sound. Now, it looks like there are multiple wires per key. Like, I think down here there's 2, up here there's 3. I'm sure that's important for a reason. Doesn't really matter for me right now. And there's an additional set of dampeners, like all the way down here, that I can see. And I can move those all simultaneously with that sustain pedal at the bottom. And I believe that makes sense, so that lengthens the note, right? So if I take the dampener away now, everything can make sound. And it's not stopped from making sound unless I dampen all the pedals again. Or dampen all the wires. So hit the key, make a sound. Lower sounds, down here, higher sounds, up here. Underwear goes inside the pants. Cool. That's probably enough of an operational knowledge for me, at least, to just start playing it. I know basically what's happening. I hit a key. It hits a note. What are the notes? First, I got to put this back. Uh-oh. Something's wrong. Ugh. Hold on. Okay, so, and then... Oh. What? Okay. What the notes are? Probably a day 2 thing, because I got other stuff to do. But this is a good place to start, for sure. And just to make sure I hit my requirement of actually playing the thing, I've been tip-tapping, but... I mean, the only thing I really know Mary Had a Little Lamb pretty well. Oh yeah, and I use the sustain pedal because I'm an amateur. And I know the first 12 seconds of Fur Elise. Nope. 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 But I know the first few parts of Fur Elise purely by rote memorization, and not because I know any of the notes or anything. So I don't like that. I want to know it better. And it also probably doesn't keep tempo or anything. So, but yeah, more stuff on day 2.
In Rise.